It was good.
Watercooler, watercooler, watercooler.
Hey, welcome back to Watercooler, episode number 339, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 63. Thank you so much for tuning in to this wonderful program. We really appreciate you being here. And you know how the show goes. Hi, Chris Locks. I'm on a kick it with my Corolla Digital Buds and Matt. With me today, Gary Smith.
So what's up?
Hey, Gary. Mike Dawson's here.
Hi, Chris Locks. I'm on a kick it with my Corolla Digital Buds.
And Matt.
And Matt.
And Matt, yeah.
And sometimes Kaylin.
And sometimes,
But today,
No flicking the bean.
yeah.
Aw, damn.
Kalen is a rare Pokemon, but it's always nice to have him. But have no fear, we have Matt Fondelier here.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
I
buddy.
like that little rhyming thing. It took me a minute. That was good.
I know. Yeah, I like how you decided to appreciate it with silence for
I
a little
did.
bit.
I was like,
and then
let's
silence.
that's
radio.
for an extra second.
Yeah, and
radio.
then decided maybe
Good instincts.
maybe I'll react.
strong Dr. Drew vibes there.
Yeah. Very good, Matt. All right, so a couple things. First off, you were missed, Matt. You weren't at our last Patreon show. So I just want to hear how everything's going. I mean, I have some ideas for you. I got ideas.
Oh,
for
really?
Matt,
Well,
yeah.
let's just go straight to that. I
Okay.
need your ideas.
Well, we made it very clear that Reggae Night didn't work out for Matt.
Yeah.
But I just came back from Boulder, Colorado.
Mm.
They have a
Ooh.
university out there.
Move to Colorado is your suggestion?
No, it's not. But I was just thinking they kind of seemed along the same lines of what Matt is looking for.
Yeah, they're mile high, bro.
Yeah.
They're mile high. Like we were walking. I'm like, I could throw a hacky sack into the air, and there's a 95% chance that thing will never touch the ground.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like, yeah, it's just
It's just juggled
Yeah.
infinium.
everybody just knows how to do it. Like, there's a certain kind of person.
It's like a flash mob all
Lot
of a
of-
sudden. If you throw one
Yeah.
hacky sack in the air in Boulder, Colorado, just
Yeah.
80 guys come out and they're like, this is our mission in life.
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe I got.
Yeah, for
when
sure.
I went to Boulder.
A lot of mountain bikes and frisbee golf.
Yeah,
Don't forget Subarus.
a lot of Subarus. See, that's what I'm saying, Matt.
A lot of Subaru cross treks out there.
So you went to Reggae Night. Didn't really turn out the way you wanted. We revealed that, I think, on a Patreon show. And I'm thinking there are absolutely other nights that you can look into that could get you to Boulder status.
Yeah, dude. There's got to be like a Jimmy Buffett night somewhere.
Jimmy Buffett
Yeah.
night.
You gotta go to you gotta go to a tiki bar, dude.
Chris, now,
I think we've also clarified for several
Yeah.
weeks now. I'm
We cleared
good.
this up.
I figured it out. So it's been
Oh,
cleared up
it's-
for a
it's-
little while now. But
Once
I'm
we-
glad you remembered.
once we made the hypothetical cry for help a literal cry for help, within about 6 hours, we had three solid
Yeah.
heroes stand up and
I didn't
say,
know-
I can fix this problem. I thought it was a bit. And we were like, thank you. It was not a bit. Fix this problem for us.
Oh, okay. So, well, I mean, I sure it fit.
I like
it-
how Gary's using the we and the us because this was really his problem too. Because I would not shut the fuck up about it. So
Sure, it fixed Matt's. It filled Matt's void for a certain substance. But did it fill?
Put a
his,
nug in
void
his
is
rug.
self-filled.
did it fill his void for companionship and themed nights?
I don't think he needs any help in that
That's
fucking
true.
department. This guy's driving
Yeah.
40 minutes to
Doing
go
just
play
fine.
Clue and have a fucking light beer. I think he's covered on the social front.
All right. Well, because before the mics heated up, even Gary suggested you should check out a ping pong bar.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt is a very
I need to
good
do
ping
some
pong
form
player.
of physical activity
Well,
and that.
you don't need a bar.
I
to play
was
ping pong.
a good ping pong player.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Forrest Gump. You can play alone. There are ways.
Yeah, just play up against the wall.
Yeah, but I know Matt very well, so I was just blending it to his preferred activities.
See, there's companionship. But here's the thing, Matt. You don't want to go to a ping pong bar.
I want to know about this
Why
driving
not?
40 minutes to go play Clue.
You didn't hear about this? He
No,
did a
I
Shay.
must have not been here. I don't think I was here.
By all means, buckle up. Let's let him do it again.
Who was the killer? That's
I will
that's
be-
the
I will be
ultimate
going back
question. I
there,
want to
so-
know who did it. Was it Colonel Mustard?
Well, we didn't play Clue. That, to be fair, we're making light of it. But I did go to a bar that specialized in playing board games,
Oh,
and that is in fact
See.
what I did. I drove 40
Oh.
minutes to play board games with friends
okay.
and drink a beer while doing it. It was great. It was a great night.
beer.
And if you want to check out
beer.
No, it was great.
Beer?
They had a full cocktail bar.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it. It's on a great Patreon episode.
Yeah,
that
so the
everyone
way-
in this,
Yeah, Dawson,
everyone
he doesn't
that
want to
listens
ruin
this
it
check
for you
out.
going back on old
In-
Patreons.
Yeah.
In Dawson's defense,
And
the
like,
way-
I mean,
I will
to
go
be
there
honest,
again.
I really don't care anyway. I
No.
mean,
That's true.
Yeah,
we
in-
know that. We know
in-
that.
yeah.
in Dawson's defense, when you say a clue bar, I also thought a murder mystery bar where you go
Yeah,
in
I'm down.
and you're all playing different characters, and yeah, somebody is
Someone
Colonel
got
Mustard
murdered in this
with,
town.
with the candle holder, and
We're gonna find out which one of you done it.
yeah, see,
This is reminding me of a partially suppressed memory, which is my aunt and uncle used to do like a lot of community theater kind of stuff, and they were both in a like dinner
whodunit
theater
dinner party, yeah.
show,
Sweet.
a whodunit dinner theater
Sweet.
party. And my family and I, when I was like visiting the relatives in Florida, we went and saw, and therefore had to participate in this dinner theater experience. And I remember specifically being pulled onto the dance floor in the show because you like we were just it's like if highly interactive. My aunt pulled me on stage and was in character. And even though I was like dancing with her and trying to talk to her, be like, hey, this is kind of crazy, huh? She was in character the entire time.
Can't break
it was a little too much for my 11-year-old mind to handle, I think.
I'll tell you though. I mean,
nightmare.
if you can have a bucket list, if we all got bucket lists, if we could have a thimble list, I would love to do go to one of these dinner mystery.
Dawson, I got news for you. Buckle up. There
things.
are more people out of work
I'm
actors.
fully
in
fucking
Los
down
Angeles
to
than
go check
anywhere
this shit
else.
out.
I'm sure you could find
why?
one.
Why do we have to go? Why don't we do one on the show?
We should.
You want to do it blindfolded?
Oh,
Yeah, and blindfolded.
Yeah.
A murder mystery podcast. That'd be kind of fun. I'll have new guy
We
Ben
could
help
call
design
it-
it because he's a Dungeons and Dragons master.
That's cool.
You
That would be
mean-
good. That would be good.
Oh yeah,
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh. yeah. So it's definitely possible. I think that'd be kind of fun. A little mystery, a
Yeah,
little intrigue.
sure. That could be
we
fun.
could call it
Yeah.
Clue. I can't quite say it,
No.
but basically Clue,
Yeah.
but with claw in it instead.
I thought Matt just had a stroke.
Someone make the artwork.
Yeah, okay.
It's a visual
You
joke.
scared me.
Speaking of artwork, did you see the teaser on Watercooler 69's Instagram story a few days
Yeah,
ago?
yeah. I messaged him about it. Yeah.
Very excited.
I did not. What is it? Tell
we
me.
Well,
we may have some new artwork.
Do you see
coming.
if you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, we put these shows up on YouTube, but if you see the logo behind Gary and it has all of our faces, I thought it'd be funny to have them blink during the show. But like it's the logo. So if you're listening on your phone, just look at the logo of the show and imagine we have TVs in studio and just have them randomly blink. But I think it'd be so funny if they only blinked like once every like 8 minutes. Right? So just if people saw it, they could just go, "Did that just blink?"
Right.
And then they just stare at it. And then after 3 or 4 minutes, they go, "Oh, I guess it was just me because no way, it hasn't done it again." And then just only get them with the corner of their eyes.
It's a maniacal way to get retention on people watching the whole episode. I mean, that's really what it is.
It would make me happy. I don't know if I'd be able to. I'd just laugh the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Which people are doing already.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So we'd just be part of the audience. So I was thinking about your aunt not breaking character, and that would freak me out.
Yeah.
At that young of an age, hey, it's me. It's Matt. Auntie, it's
Exactly.
me.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Please.
Well, this may have started
You know
my
who I
love
am.
of true crime because it was a murder mystery. And so maybe I was just so drawn in by the realism of that performance that this became my career path.
That's pretty noir of you, dude.
yeah, that's gnarly.
That's
Gnarly.
gnarly.
Of you. Yeah.
Nice. Well, that one counts.
Oh, it absolutely does.
When I went to the Vatican, I don't know if you guys knew, I went to Italy not that long ago.
Wait, what?
Yeah, for my
I
honeymoon.
hope you hear about the food.
Oh, you'll hear about a lot of it.
Did
Well,
you say what up, Pope? Pope elope. See that?
it's a Popolo here. I think they kick you out immediately if you ask that question.
believe they do.
Yeah, it's a Popolo. And
Yeah,
they have the Swiss Guard there. Now the Swiss Guard is the team that guards the Pope, and I guess the rule is when you have to be Swiss Two, there's like an age range. You have to be like in your young 20s to early 30s.
They're also ordained ministry of some kind.
Yeah, it's like pretty. It's very traditional, and
They're
also-
essentially monks.
They're
Yeah.
also basically paramilitary.
Yeah,
police
yeah, they're
force.
paramilitary monks.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
they look tough.
And they are like the most well funded. Like it's the Vatican has
and
all
they
the
dress like jesters.
Yeah.
Like,
Their outfits are so silly.
You
They
walk by them, you're like, oh, here's the jester walking by.
They make the guys in London in the red like coats and the big hats look reasonable.
Yeah, they look military.
Yeah.
The Swiss Guard
Looks
they're
like- they
wearing
look like they're gonna
puffy
do a
sleeves.
dance or something,
Yeah, and
like-
it's bright colors. And I look, I'm not trying to make fun of them.
Neither am
It's
I.
just the way when you look at them, you think comedy.
Right.
And
I don't know, dude. I think that's some glorious shit right there.
Oh, no, it
But
is.
are they
what it means.
actively enforcing rules?
Well, no. The thing
See?
is,
That's why it's called the Vatican.
they stand guard, but they're very much they're similar to the ones in London, where they don't move. I got it, Dawes. Vatican. I get it, but I don't have to acknowledge every pun. They stand guard and they hold like their I don't know, their weapon, their spear or whatever it is. And,
Yeah.
and they just stand at
Poker. Whatever
Poker.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
at
got a real
attention.
name, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, the poker thing,
Yeah,
the long
it's a
poker
staff,
thing.
Staff. with a
Gosh, I
blade.
sound like the worst American. Yeah,
Yes.
the jester costumes,
Yeah.
and they stand with their poker things. And they just switch places every once in a while, and they don't talk to anybody. And I mean, I guess if you catch them off duty, they'll take pictures with you and stuff. But it's a very serious, very
that's- yeah.
honorable
Oh yeah.
position to
Were
be
they
in.
just walking around like the entire time that you were there?
Well, no, they were
was
they
it
were
like a
standing guard, but the
ceremony?
first one I saw was walking around by himself. So I
And he
didn't-
was like, "Sup,
And you
bro,
thought,
Popolo."
we outnumber him. Let's get him.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I to be fair, I didn't know what the Swiss Guard looked like when I went to the Vatican. I wasn't personally familiar with it.
Thought they'd wear neutral
So
colors.
so I walked by and I saw this guy, and there's just in a crowd, there's one guy that dresses weird, and that was the guy. So I was like, trying to take a look at this guy, and
Look at this fucking weirdo. Oh shit, that's Popolo's
Yeah.
card.
and then I see more of them, and I see
Crazy
that they're
Italians?
they're very. I'm like,
Holy shit,
oh my
there's a
god,
soccer
that's the
team.
Swiss Guard. That's definitely. I'm googling. That's definitely the Swiss Guard. I'm an a-hole. And yeah, so it was just kind of interesting to see
Yeah.
that they were just
It's a little jarring.
it was jarring.
Yeah.
But
I was a little disappointed when I went there for my honeymoon.
you've been
My
to Italy
wife
too?
Yes, maybe you've heard about it. My wife is from Switzerland, and so she was very excited to see the Swiss Guard while we were going to the Vatican, and we didn't see any. There weren't nobody there. I didn't get to see those hilarious costumes you're describing.
Maybe it was Casual
I didn't
Friday.
get to try to make
Yeah.
one of them laugh or smile.
maybe it was
That's true. I guess it could have been Casual Friday. Do they have Casual Friday at the Vatican?
For the Swiss Guard, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I was
Yeah.
just spitballing.
maybe the Popolo wasn't in.
There's a
either.
chance Popolo went to a barbecue.
Nah.
But
think
Chris,
might have
did
been
you, as a recovering Catholic as well, did you say a prayer? Did you cross yourself? What
did.
kind of reverence did
I
you show?
looked for
Saying
holy
Our
water.
Father,
I
throw a
looked
Hail
for
Mary?
holy water
Yeah,
on my
yeah,
way in.
For sure.
I dropped a few euros into a box and
Have
lit
a
a
kid?
candle for
Have
my
a kid?
for the grandmas.
Penance? Yeah.
My grandma, Jen's grandma,
So-
very 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 like church every day Catholic.
There's a word
real
for that back
Catholics.
in,
Yeah.
back in the like 16th century or something. People who did bad shit would just go pay off the priests. Just go give them a bunch of money.
what I just did?
To get their place in heaven. Yeah, that's totally what you just did.
Well, a lot of people did because these churches were ornate. But so dropped a few euros in there and then lit a candle for the grandmas and lit some candles and just appreciate everything. There was a mass going on in one of the wings of St. Peter's Basilica. And I thought, I should go there and take communion. Like it just all started coming back. Like I belong here, and I know what all
I'm
this
one of
is,
these
and-
people.
And
Right.
and it's almost
Popolope.
kind of like in movies where the tractor beam is just pulling in
Right.
the spaceship, and you're just letting it happen to you.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what it felt like. It was It was surreal.
That's the problem. Maybe just when you think you're out, they pull you back in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was all very, very beautiful. But so I'm thinking of this murder mystery now, Matt. This murder mystery idea with your aunt and your uncle. And I'm thinking, if we did it, if we were all there, how do they pick the murderer? You just get chosen randomly, right?
Yeah,
I would assume.
Do they tell you?
Everyone gets a dossier, and
a dossier.
A dossier, yeah,
Yeah.
a beignet, and it tells you who you are and what you can say and what you can't say. It's not things like that. I think.
Okay.
Like, here's who you are, but don't tell anybody this shit.
Gotcha. And then the audience is not in on it, right?
Correct. That would be correct.
So they're just as confused as all the actors are who don't know.
Well, they're not 11-year-old Matt who can't suspend reality and dive into this murder mystery extravaganza.
Yeah.
They are
People
aware
real deep
of what's
character
going on.
Study.
They're essentially in on it.
So thinking, and now I'm just
Well,
imagining.
here's the thing. Well, if I may, I'm sorry. I feel like my internet connection is bad. Are you guys hearing me okay?
I got you. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So I feel like there's actually two different formats of a murder mystery party. There's what Dawson's talking about, which is every invited guest has a role to play. And I sort of feel like that's a way more fun.
That's the one I'm down
party.
with. That's the one I want to do.
Right.
Okay.
What my aunt and uncle did is a little bit closer to what I think Chris is thinking of, which is there is an invited audience that is observing essentially a play unfold with some interactive elements throughout it. But none of the people that are going to see the show are involved in a murder, as opposed to the thing that you're describing, which is like almost like an experimental theater thing where everybody that's in the room is part of the show.
So what it sounds like to me is that the only way to really do this is the second way, and we would have to do it during a Mall of Money meetup or something like that, where we could have interaction with people who are watching.
Yeah. You interact with the audience. Yeah, that would be the only way to do it. Because even if we did the private way, our listeners are still an audience, so we'd still want to make sure that it's entertaining.
Exactly.
For them. As well. So okay, I'll think about something like this because I'm thinking.
So here's the setup.
Yeah,
someone is killed Insomniac. He hasn't been seen or heard from in years.
Nice.
Go. That's the murder mystery we're trying to solve.
We don't have budget for the T-Rex though, so that gets really complicated. We might need to spitball some new starting points.
It is weird that the T-Rex and Insomniac disappeared.
Yeah.
And one of them does eat humans.
And now there's a new Jurassic World movie. You're welcome.
Well, because I'm thinking if I was in a murder mystery, even just the ones at home or whatever, it's at a party, and someone had told me, okay, here's your dossier, you are the killer. There's no way I'd be able to act my way out of that. Like within the first scene, like, oh, there's a murder, and then I just go, who is it? like there's no way. Like my poker face is not as good as a Swiss card. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would ruin it.
But the real killer would never be so obvious.
Or would
so therefore you would instantly be ruled out as a potential suspect, because what kind of a fucking maniac would go to a murder mystery party and then admit they were the murderer 3 minutes into the party?
Yeah. Pope.
I guess that's true. All right, so yeah, we'll definitely do one with Insomniac. The Swiss
perfect
guard will
cover.
be in it. Like it'll be, yeah. We're gonna figure something out. I'm excited.
All
and
right.
if anybody has any experience with this, message me, and help me out just to make sure.
Because
Because I don't want
my aunt.
because ask your aunt, because look, I don't want to design this whole game and then in the first day we find out that the dice could be rolled at the same number and we don't know what to do because we didn't anticipate ties or something like
Yeah,
that. Hypothetically,
Hypothetically, not to be
speaking.
specific or
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, just in general, things you want to avoid.
I want to make sure
when
that I have
crafting.
all the angles covered
Yeah, when you
before I unveil this genius.
You spend a lot of time on something. You really want to make sure that it's going to work.
Yeah.
And, it's sound. Yeah.
I think so. That might be the move. By the way, I just came back from Denver, as I said, because I came back from Boulder. A lot of Bobo Boys
Yeah.
in Denver, so I just want to say what up. Got barked at a lot.
Now-
I think here's
Now, was that just people in Boulder who were trying to get their dog to come back?
No. This was mainly in Denver, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the live show. And actually, I'll say there is an Easter egg. I don't know if it's in there, but I heard it the other day when the very beginning of the Adam Carolla show intro, the very first second of the second show with Kyle Dunnigan, the burp burp burp, those horns.
Mm-hmm.
Someone barks during it.
That's
Like right at the
fantastic.
top. and when I was mixing it, I heard it. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
That's great.
Someone got one in.
That's really
So
fun.
there you go. So thanks to all the Denver listeners out there. It was really cool meeting you. And yeah, and I told them I'd tell all the boys that we got a lot of support in Denver.
It's awesome,
as well.
man. Your stories looked like you guys were having fun.
Yeah, we went
That's
to
the name of the worst a cappella group in history. The Denver Listeners.
I think the blank listeners, yeah, the Denver listeners. It's also the quietest a cappella group as well. Yeah, they don't really do a lot of singing. Actually, it's like a reverse concert. Right. They just they just
They just stand up
They
there
go
for an
there
hour and they
to
go,
absorb.
okay, good night.
yeah. There's a documentary years ago called "It Might Get Loud." It's about Jack White, The Edge, and Jimmy Page. Excuse me. And it's a really good documentary about three amazing guitarists. And they did this piece where the White Stripes went up to do this experimental concert where all these people, it's like an outdoor concert. I think it was like in Detroit or something, wherever Jack White's from, and all these people are outside, and they called it the One Note Concert, where Jack and Meg got up on stage. They get up, put their things on, everyone's cheering loud, and just go, bink, and then they walk off.
Well, that's an asshole move.
That's fucking awful.
That's a real dick
Man.
move.
What do they think?
I'd
was gonna
kind
happen?
of like to see it, but I'd be pissed if I paid for it.
No, I think it was free. That's why I was outdoors in
Okay.
the park or something. It was like a
Yeah,
big
but
deal.
again, Dawson, I'm with you.
I
but
really like that.
I'd be
though.
pissed if I went to it, even if it was just like across
Yeah.
the city. If I like chose that day, I'm gonna go
I
see
don't-
this concert.
Oh
I don't
God,
care if
I
it
don't
is
know.
free.
I have hardcore FOMO right now.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
See,
want to
Dawson
see
wants
that.
to be there.
I want to see the
Well, that has to be on YouTube.
the majesty and the whole getting ready to play that one.
Yeah, the
note.
anticipation.
Fucking, the anticipation,
Everyone
the,
yelling.
the glory, the
Woo!
reverence, the tradition, and
Power of them walking up
yeah,
on stage.
and then bam, and that's
Yeah.
thank you. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. The
It feels like maybe it was more of a fuck you to the venue. Like maybe they had some sort of contractual thing where they had to play a show here and they just were not ready to do it. And so
yeah,
they
but that
just thought-
contract would say, 60-minute set.
yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the
Okay.
documentary in years. I wonder if I forgot if they explained it or not. But yeah, it just always stuck in me that something like that happened. But yeah, so the Denver
Sorry to
list.
shit on that, Matt, but
Imagine-
yeah, that wouldn't happen.
Hey guys, I got
I'm
tickets
used to
to
it.
the Denver listeners. Let's go. They're playing. They're playing at the Orpheum. We
Sweet,
go. We all sit down,
Check
and it's
out.
just they're just sitting down facing us, just quietly. They're listening to us. That'd be pretty surreal having
Oh,
the people
wow.
on stage listening to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or John Cage, 4 minutes 33 seconds. It's a piece he did where it's just silence, and he would sit at the piano. He wouldn't play anything, but for each movement, he would close the piano lid and then like raise it again, and that was the first movement.
Yeah, that sucks. That I could play
Did you say
that.
Johnny Cage
So
would do
could I.
that?
Oh yeah, his name's John Cage, but yeah, I love how you turn it into Mortal Kombat's Johnny Cage.
That's what I envisioned. Maybe that's how he got.
Yeah,
to be
and
a
then at
celebrity.
the very end, he does the splits and hits Goro in the nuts.
Goro.
Yeah.
What did Goro do?
So
Got hit in the nuts.
What did Goro do?
Who's this guy?
That's Sub-Zero. Dawson's doing
got
Sub-Zero.
6 arms, dude.
Yeah,
He's
Goro.
a giant with a giant ponytail.
Goro has 6 arms and is a very
He just came
scary
and beat
character
you to death.
in both Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I think I see him. He's like
Terrifying.
a big dude, right?
Huge.
Yeah, 6 arms.
3 arms on each side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really sensitive
Yeah.
dong though.
Goro.
No, there's
sensitive
5 on
dong.
one side.
You hit him in
and
the
then
dong and it's
1
done.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Weird character
Ding
design.
dong.
Yeah. Yeah, but Johnny Cage, incredible character. So
Great
we're
character, not a great like fantasy character though. Pretty
he
bland
was
as far as that goes.
the Ryu and Ken of Mortal Kombat. Just like, oh, you're just a guy. But I mean,
Yeah.
well, actually, Ryu actually can do the Hadouken, but There's
Are you guys speaking English anymore? Fucking
Yeah,
Goro.
yeah, but Johnny Cage did the shadow kick, and that was kind of interesting too. Yeah,
Who was the dude in where it was just like he was an American badass?
Guile.
Yeah, Guile.
In
that's
Street
what I
Fighter?
thought, yeah.
Yeah, but he had a
there
sonic
you go.
boom,
He
so
did
he
have a
had a
sonic
projectile
boom.
as well.
Correct.
Yeah. Somebody brought up Blanca to me the other day too, and I don't remember why. Why is Street Fighter coming back in my life?
Street
so
Fighter
much?
rules.
Yeah, it really does.
Due for a reboot. Let's do it. Bring it back. Dawson will be first in line.
I still remember the cheat code is down R up LYB during the Capcom.
My drummer
logo.
Rainin plays Street Fighter all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
well,
the
it's
time.
still
He
hot.
tweets about Street Fighter all the time.
He's a tweet fighter?
He's a tweet fighter. He does this.
That's a Dukin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Don't
please
you
get
shake
drops.
your
I know you said
shake
no
your head at me,
drops.
Austin.
Yeah. Well, so we walked Red Rocks. We, we hiked it again. The venue's incredible. I can't wait to one day see a show there. So
Yeah.
far, I've just seen the venue empty as we got to climb up and down the stairs and
That's
everything.
the bummer about being in a city to perform shows is that there's no chance to see a show.
There's no
because
night.
You're busy.
Yeah, I'm busy. There
You're
are no
doing
nights.
shows.
Yeah. So yeah, we just get to enjoy it during the day. It was kind of funny. We were talking about the band that's playing Widespread Panic, and every time we've gone there, there've only been jam bands that play, and like Lettuce played, and then we walked through the parking lot, and it's just a bunch of people in tie-dye shirts talking about how Fish is way too big for Red Rocks, and it's like, and that's just what you hear as you pass by them.
Isn't Red Rocks like 12,000 seats?
Yeah, but Fish is too big for Red Rocks.
I mean, yeah, Fish can do stadiums if they
yeah.
want.
So, but it's just funny, and they all just look the part, and they're ready to just have some fun, which is cool. Adam wrote down on his buck slip jam band, but he spelled jam like door jam, JAMB.
That's funny.
I'm like, Adam,
That's pretty
come
good.
on, dude. But that just he's a real the construction's still
Real, it's deep.
it's deep in it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so I saw Top Gun the other night.
Did you?
Yeah,
Well-
I really loved it.
Oh, that's a hot take. I haven't heard that from many people.
I knew well, the thing is, it was overhyped to me. You're going to love it. It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
incredible. I sat down. I did. And I'm so all in for Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's another hot take because
Mission
not
Impossible-
Many people, Not many people are down with Tom Cruise movies.
How about this then? Mission Impossible better than 007. I've said it before. I think this was what started the Hunger Dome.
I don't know.
That's a
man.
hot take.
I think that is a hot take. That's very debatable.
Mission Impossible movies are better and more entertaining than 007 movies.
I am not sure I'm okay with that.
That's a hot take, and I'm spitting fire.
Well, here's the thing: is like, do you mean right now only, like the latest Tom Cruise?
I mean,
Mission Impossible and
the
latest
entire
Tom-
filmography of Mission Impossible, I would put up against the entire filmography, like going
Back
back.
to
You'd
Connery?
get destroyed.
Going back.
You're
to
You'd get
007.
destroyed.
dude, Mission Impossible 1, 2, and to a certain extent 3 just ruin your argument.
But 4 through 6.
Sure,
Speaking
but
of
then
4, how
so
about for
awesome.
your eyes only?
you're just I don't know, man.
Only
I know.
for
I'm on Mission
you.
Impossible Island. It's okay.
Yeah,
If anybody wants to come hang.
arguing that's going to be a Mission Impossible.
I love it. And I watch once this next one comes out next year.
Don't like that. They've been done for a while. Why are we waiting till next year? We should be getting that this summer.
Because
Just
Top
let
Gun, he
fucking
needs
Maverick.
Yeah, he needs
make
some
money the rest of
space.
the year.
Well, if it's such a great movie, if the franchise is better than James Bond, fucking put your money where your mouth is. Come
No,
up
they
against
keep them. They keep
goddamn-
them relevant. They'll
Yeah.
keep them relevant.
Here's
for
the
a year. It
here's
takes
the
a year,
thing.
You know, they got summer.
Yeah.
They probably got another one coming out too.
They do. They shot them back to
There's
back.
gotta be. There's gonna be 3. There's gonna be. There's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
a
a new
part
Tom
one.
Cruise movie for the next 3 years, probably.
Yeah, when you hear movies get pushed a lot, it's always a bad sign, right? I mean, I'm sure we had COVID, so but either way, when you hear a movie gets pushed,
Unless
What's
it's
going
being
on? What's
pushed
going
to
on?
award seasons.
unless it's going to be pushed to award seasons, but this one it's just being pushed to next summer
Yeah.
or something like that, the new Mission Impossible. It's just, even Top Gun, as many times as it was pushed, still exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
And this next Mission Impossible is, oh man,
Top Gun was
I'm all
so
in.
good that I just wonder if they didn't actually did they legitimately lock it 2.5 years ago and just sit there, or did they take the 2.5 extra years that they got and keep polishing and just make it the most flawless thing
It
in the world.
it has to be the second one.
They
had all that time.
It has to be. You would think, but like I'd be interested to hear from somebody who actually worked on that movie. Like, because if it was truly locked and they sat there for 2.5 years just waiting, that's crazy.
All right, so yeah, if anybody here has Jennifer Connelly's number, just let us know. We'll give her a call.
Yeah.
I've listened to several interviews with the director, Joseph Kaczynski, I think is his name. And he sort of implied that it's just been something that they've all been waiting to have come out. And frankly, he's had 2 other movies come out in the last couple of years since then. So, the way that it was shot was so complicated. It's not like they could really do a bunch of reshoots. I'm sure they maybe if they needed to reshoot some scenes between Tom Cruise and Jennifer Connelly, like I could see maybe them needing to pick that up. But I kind of get the impression that it was just this like film waiting to come out, and everyone was so excited when it finally did.
I got a good made-up movie, Tom's Cruise, and it's just about Tom Cruise going on a cruise, and some shit happens.
If Tom Cruise is
Speed 3,
cruise
control.
That's
See, it works for multiple reasons.
Well, Speed 2 is called Cruise Control.
I know, but this one has Tom Cruise.
You can't have the same subtitle.
Tom's
for
Cruise.
the next.
No, this
Tom Cruise stars in Tom's Cruise.
I don't have an answer for that.
Tom's Cruise Cruise Control. It's not Speed. It's not the Speed franchise.
I thought you said Speed 3 Cruise Control.
No, Tom's Cruise Cruise Control.
Oh yeah, then.
Well, it could be, they'd be
Brought to you
cruising
by
for
Speed.
a bruising.
Although, why can't you do Speed 3 Cruise Control? It's
I don't know.
technically a different title.
They should just remake it. I mean, it was not very good. I mean, it could be the same movie with a new title.
How dare you, Matt? Willem Dafoe and those leeches, that was pure gold.
I watched that.
Such a dog shit movie.
I watched Speed 2 in theaters.
So did I.
And as a kid who had a very low bar, I hated it. And and the reason I didn't know Keanu Reeves wasn't going to be in it. And then I think they just got it out of the way like in the first 3 minutes. Sandra Bullock's like, "Oh yeah, my old boyfriend gave me pepper spray and I thought it was perfume."
Yep.
And that's why he wasn't in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that stuff for me.
All right. Well, that explains that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like, oh, my
Thank
old boyfriend
you.
gave me pepper spray, and also the
Right.
script is dog shit.
Yeah.
Right. But more importantly, why does this shit keep happening to me?
And why does my Sandra Bullock sound like an old waitress diner?
I was gonna say it sounded like
Sandra Bullock
Sunny,
smokes.
I woke up in Phoenix.
I woke up in Phoenix this
My
morning.
Sandra Bullock isn't very spot on. I gotta work on that one. Oh, Matt, I'm glad you're here because I'm reading.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, I should make
I'm
that known
glad
now.
to be here.
So I watched that Anthony Bourdain doc on HBO
yeah.
not that long ago, and then I'm going down the rabbit hole. Kitchen Confidential, boom, done. Medium Raw's next.
The book?
I just started
or the movie.
The book. So just started Medium Raw. You've read Medium Raw, I assume, right? And it starts
No,
off.
I only read Kitchen Confidential.
Oh, you should check out Medium Raw, Matt. It's
Wow.
Absolutely.
You guys are weird. You read books by people who cook.
it starts off
That's like listening to music by people who plumb.
music. Oh, I thought we were rhyming.
Yeah.
Oh no, this
Come on.
Anthony Bourdain's an incredible writer.
It's like a memoir. It's like it's not about
It's not
cooking so
fiction.
much as it is about how life and cooking are, intrinsically related.
And
It's
it's-
a great book.
And someone who's worked in restaurants for years, it really rang true and just felt really nice. But the opening part of Medium Raw opens up with Anthony talking about eating ortolan, Matt, which is
Orale.
and Gary would know what this is because he did in Succession and I think Billions as well.
Correct.
Where they get this whole bird, which I think is illegal
In a lot of places.
in a lot of places, and it's roasted, and you eat the bird whole. You have to put it all in your mouth at once, but before you do it, you have to put a napkin and drape it over your head in shame to hide yourself from God.
Correct.
As you eat and everyone else as you eat it because it's so
Decadent.
barbaric,
Yeah.
decadent, everything. But it's I just didn't. I was thinking.
The reason why they have you put the cover over your head is because birds aren't real.
Oh,
and so
the microchips all fall out.
They actually saw, the microchips would be falling out, so that you have to cover your head, and then you go, and then you
Does
can take it
Caitlin
all in
really
your hand and
believe
put it
that
away.
birds are not real?
Yeah.
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Wow,
Does a
Popolo.
Popolo poop in the woods? Yeah. I tried to ask a Swiss guard that, and he stabbed me.
Snoopaloo.
Yeah. All right, a couple other things before we get into comments here. Sorry, I'm like, I feel like I'm overcompensating because I read a comment about this podcast in an Apple review, and we got 4 out of 5 stars. Somebody left it and said, "Oh yeah, it's good," until they just started reading a bunch of comments and not coming in with their own material. Except for Matt. Matt's really good.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Hey.
Fuck that guy.
think
He's
that's
writing
what
a
it
new
said.
comment about how Matt moved out of state
Is this
and is now delayed.
Higginbotham?
I don't know. I didn't know who it was. It's an Apple podcasting, but now I'm overcompensating with
Well,
all
you were
this
talking
extra
about
content here.
You were talking about seeing Speed in the theater. I took my son to a theater for the first time this weekend.
Oh,
What'd you see?
Lightyear.
Did he like the gay
Oh,
scene?
how was that?
The gay
Oh my
scene
God.
is an absolute -0.
Yeah.
It is nothing. Literally,
that makes sense.
Literally, here's the gay scene. A female character goes to Buzz, "I got engaged while you were gone." And he goes, "What's her name?" And then they do like a long interstitial of like
Scissoring.
a
lot of scissoring.
time passing.
Yeah.
And then eventually
Some Enya's playing
there's
in the
a kiss.
background.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's a nothing.
it's a nothing.
The fact that people
You
are
said it
upset
was a
about
negative
crazy.
nothing, so I'm actually
Yeah, no, it's
you
not
know,
the
upset
opposite
about
of
the fact
nothing.
that it made you.
Which is still nothing.
A negative nothing is a something. I think. Yeah. Then,
I think it is.
Gary? I
guess it
It was
was
nothing, but it wasn't positive.
That's a negative
yeah.
nothing.
Fox News just tweeted that it's a negative nothing, which is a big something. So yeah,
There you
they
go.
just quoted our podcast. Thanks, dude. Well, okay, so bringing
So it wasn't like cartoon butt sex.
No, not so much.
so the bringing Gary Jr. to the theater.
Yeah.
I know we're all gonna ask. And Matt's thinking this for sure. Did you buy him a ticket or do you just bring him in?
No, I bought him a ticket.
You buy him a ticket.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
He
not
gets his own
exactly
chair, or does he sit in the lap?
No, I mean it was his choice, but he had his own chair because I bought him a ticket.
And okay, reclined, got him the snacks. What was his experience? What do you think? Because I like hearing about kids' first experiences: haircuts, planes, movies. It's just how weird this must be for them.
He loved it. I think he was really excited that he got to sit in between me and his mother. And then he was a little confused by the trailers at first because every time one would end, he thought that there was a new movie starting, and he thought that's the way movies worked, was that they're 2 minutes long.
I love that one. That was great.
That's pretty good.
He kept asking about that, and then once Lightyear started, he got very quiet and just kind of like watched it. And there's like a 3-minute thing, and then it cuts to like a title sequence for like 20 seconds or whatever. And when it cut to the title sequence, he waited about 10 seconds, then he looked up at me and he goes, "What's gonna happen?" And I went, we're gonna find out, buddy. And then it went back to the thing, and then he made it like an hour and a half, and then he got sleepy and kind of curled up and took like a 20-minute nap and woke up for the end.
Oh, that's what Jen does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is fucking Lightyear?
Not that long, but he's fucking 3, bro.
Okay.
It was in the middle of the
Well, no,
day.
the way you described it, you're like, it was 90 minutes. He slept 20 minutes, and then there was still more movie to watch.
Well, he watched
it's just-
he watched like
I'm
an
just-
hour. Yeah, he watched like an hour. He fell asleep for like 20, 25 minutes, and he woke up, and there was just like 10 minutes left or something. It was, it's under
Yeah,
2
yeah.
hours. It's under 2 hours, but yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's not a cinematic masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be a franchise.
Yeah, I'm sure. I thought it looked pretty good from the trailer.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
like the cat character is cute, and
That's all I need. A
they
cute
did a
cat,
good job.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Now, I
count
have
me in.
heard that when this movie was first announced, Chris Evans tweeted something that suggested that this movie was the story of the real Buzz Lightyear.
The
And
way
in fact, the movie is about the movie that Andy watched of Buzz Lightyear, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
correct.
That's
The-
exactly
the
right.
The movie opens with a scene that says, in 1995, a little boy named Andy went to go see a movie and later got a toy based on the main character Buzz Lightyear. This is that movie. So it's supposed to be the
interesting.
film.
The movie that he watched.
The film Andy went to
Yeah.
see, and then after he saw it, he got the toy.
I've never seen one of the Toy Stories, but it's on that list of one day, dude.
Oh, you got to.
They're extremely good. I mean,
Yeah.
there's just no two ways about it.
Groundbreaking. The first one, groundbreaking. But so it's like imagine having a Power Rangers toy, seeing the Power Rangers show and movie, like, oh, these guys are badass, and then getting your toy's like super goofy. Oh, what's going? Like that's how it talked as a toy So everyone's all upset that the Power Rangers aren't talking like the toy. But yeah, that's why it's not Tim Allen. It's Chris Evans. I get it. It makes sense.
I think also you have to pay Tim Allen a shitload of money because it is his fifth. It would be his fifth or sixth Toy Story movie.
Yeah.
He probably commands a much higher rate.
But and this
No
Lightyear
way
is not.
Disney is hiring Tim Allen again.
they are if they want to do Toy Story 5, but
Yeah, this
I agree with you. They probably don't want to.
this Buzz Lightyear that Chris Evans is playing. Is he a comedic character the way that Tim Allen's Buzz Lightyear is? No, he's like the badass hero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a much more serious role. I mean, not to say that there isn't comedy in it, but it's a, he's a serious. He's supposed to be a member of the military. He's supposed to be a serious character.
And does your son, when he looked at you and said, "What's happening?" He can comprehend the movie and the issues and pay attention to the storyline, or is it just?
Yes, absolutely. And dude,
I'm sorry, I'm not saying your son's
it's
dumb. I don't know.
I feel you. You don't know. People don't get
He's
it.
a little
Look,
thrown by the arc over the second act.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
All in that, he did say,
The mise
if
en-
you're going to bring a gun in the movie, you better fuck it in the end.
No, I mean, yes, he's not going to give you a fucking. He's not going to flick the bean and give you like an articulate fucking thing
Yeah.
on the movie. But at the end of it, he knew what all the characters'
Watercooler.
names were, and
That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's it's an interesting time.
Now, after the movie, was it nonstop? Remember when? Or is he at that level yet?
He is to a certain extent at that level, but it's not the annoying 5-year-old that just wants to talk about the same thing over and over again. But he was definitely very excited about having gone to the movies and
that's-
Buzz
I
Lightyear
love
and
it.
Nice.
socks.
That's
Did-
sweet, dude.
Did he keep quiet? Was he good at keeping
Yeah,
quiet?
aside from those two things I told you about, he stayed quiet the entire time. I think he was just sort of taking the cues of what me and his mom were doing. But I mean, literally, we walked into this being like, all right, that $51 is gone. And if we have to walk out before this movie starts, like we're walking out before this movie starts, like so be it. We could not. Our opinion is that we could not have possibly gotten luckier. And
Sweet.
It was
Yeah.
really fun. The only thing that we may have screwed up was we had him pick his candy because we wanted him to have like a full movie theater experience.
Raisinets.
He picked Sour Patch Kids, which
Oh.
we've seen him pick before. He likes those. And we think, we're not sure, but we think he sat there eating them the whole time and maybe we didn't notice but was sucking on them. And then as of the next morning, the roof of his mouth is all torn up.
Oh yeah.
So we were afraid he was sick, but now we just think he was like licking every piece of fucking sugar off of the Sour Patch Kids, and the inside of his mouth is raw as a result.
yeah,
So
I did that yesterday.
we,
So sure.
I've done that a million times on those sour straws or something like that.
I gotta
You
get
just-
Kaylin in on this one. Though.
Yeah, this is
I'm
a
saying,
Kalen. It's more of a
man.
He's really the
Kalen.
expert.
Well, Kalen still does it too, as well.
Kalen will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, Kalen, you wanna get some food? No, I got a bunch of sores. Yeah. By the way, have you seen the Black? I know I keep talking about movies, but
Black
there's a movie
Phone?
called The Black Phone that's out, and it looks awesome. I have not read the wiki on purpose because I think I'm gonna watch this one.
The
Yeah, no
poster
interest.
is fucking scary. man.
Terrifying.
That's the sign.
No go.
No, I told one of my closest friends that we had taken my son to his first movie, and he replied with the poster for that movie and a question mark.
Yeah, I don't know.
I went, no, Randy, that is not
Yeah.
what we took my 3-year-old to.
The poster does look really cool and scary and intriguing.
And I think
I
it
got
stars,
a bad feeling about it.
It stars Ethan
I got a
Hawke.
bad feeling it's not going to be good.
Supposed to be great.
Yeah,
He died in the
Supposed to be
Hunger
great.
Dome.
I know, but he's still
through archival footage.
He
and
died
CGI.
for
He
your
did kill
sins,
Ethan
Dawson.
Hunt, though.
That's why you know that James Bond is a better film franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, speaking.
For your eyes only.
Speaking of that, I want to get your thoughts on this because they did this in Top Gun. I won't spoil it, but they also did this in the Anthony Bourdain documentary, where.
Oh, I cannot wait for this parallel.
Seriously.
Well, you'll
Bourdain
understand.
is in the passenger seat of a high-speed jet.
No, they played Great Balls of Fire in a dive bar.
What they did is they used AI to bring the voice back, right? So in the documentary, they were reading old emails from Anthony.
Oh, so
and
that's
they
not
used-
Val's. That's not Val's voice in the movie.
Correct. They used archival
that sucks.
things, and they made an AI of his voice, and then they used it for.
I gotta quit smoking.
The guy has crazy throat cancer; he can't talk, and they
Oh,
wrote that
God.
into the story. But
That's
the
scary.
in Anthony Bourdain's, they were going over old emails, and as the person was reading them, you'd hear Anthony in the background reading it too, and they used AI for that documentary.
I'm fine with it for Top Gun because it's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
But keep that shit out of documentaries.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Don't invent people saying things they didn't say.
Well, technically, he did say it.
No, he didn't. He typed it.
Oh, okay.
That's not the
It's
same.
his words,
Yeah,
but
you can just type. It's a documentary.
yeah,
It's a document.
You can read.
You can read.
it.
Exactly.
You can have the person just read it.
Yeah.
It's an
was
unnecessary.
Or you
Very
just
choice.
or just have a VO do it, but but
There's
no,
enough-
you can just type it.
There's enough VOs out there that you're gonna find. You can find a guy that is close enough to Anthony Bourdain that most people wouldn't notice, right?
That is true.
Yeah, Jonathan Kite.
If you have your heart set on a voice, please do not computerly animate.
That's what I'm
one.
saying. I just don't
Yeah.
like. I don't like, especially when it's just putting literal words in a dead person's
Right.
mouth.
There's a VO
Don't do
guy
that.
who's losing a meal over this.
Oh, yeah. Just have Dawson do it, or just the person who got the email. Oh, he wrote.
Well,
me
I can't
this.
do a Bourdain.
You don't have to do an impression, but just
trying to
just
get you some
somebody-
work, bro.
I know, dude.
You know what I and
Dawson, you could totally
I
do
mean,
Bourdain.
I
You just
started
gotta work
watching
on
the
it.
first few of his shows, but I got Bourdain.
oh, how dare you? How
Your
freaking
Matt loves it.
Matt's-
Where's my Kalen right
Matt's
now?
gonna come out of that
I always
screen
look at Kalen to,
like the
to
ring
get some
and-
reassurance,
Come
and
to
he'd be
choke you out.
nodding right now. I'd be like,
Come
"Yep,
choke you
yep,
out.
I got you."
what about the reenactments in documentaries? That bothers me too. I don't like reenactments.
No, I like
will-
it. It's filler. They gotta do it.
I like
don't
when
gotta
it's.
do it.
I
Yeah.
like when it's done in a clever way. Have you ever seen? I think it's called Hardball.
Yeah.
The
G baby.
What? No, the documentary. Maybe I have the title wrong, but it's the same guy who did the Miami drug documentaries, which the name is escaping me right now.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
got the same name as the Smashing Pumpkins
Billy-
guy, Billy Corbin, or something like that.
Something like that.
Some-
Billy Corgan, whatever. He did a movie right after those drug documentaries that was all about the baseball steroid scandal, and he has all the reenactments done by like 9-year-olds. So he's got like a 9-year-old Alex Rodriguez. He's
pretty
got like a
sweet.
9-year-old fucking Derek Jeter, and he does all these reenactments with those kids. That was really cool.
It actually worked.
It worked. It was
worked?
great. It was
Okay.
fantastic because
All
you
right.
see like
I've yet to see
this
it.
9-year-old baseball player meeting with this 9-year-old shady doctor and like these lawyers. It was really fun.
They should do that in also in court cases
I should look this movie
because
up.
I hate those computer generated.
9-year-olds reenacted.
Yeah, instead of the computer generated ones that are just super weird and they move really slow and like
It's called the movie I was talking about. Sorry, is called Screwball and is available on Netflix.
Okay, I'll watch that.
I
you
watched
go.
that new Mormon document, or not Mormon, the
Jeffs. Richard
FDLS,
Jeffs.
FLDS. Jeffs. Warren Jeffs.
Fundamental Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, it's called Keep Pray and Keep Sweet or something
I
like
think
that.
Jen watched that.
And those reenactments sucked because they couldn't really reenact anything that was important to the story. They just had to have pictures of Mormon girls walking to a prayer thing. That's all their reenactments were.
Yeah,
Craziest reenactments
point?
that I've ever
It's like
seen.
I wanted to see the reenactments.
yeah. I want
In that movie,
to Dawson just
Jesus.
throwing your popcorn at the screen.
Boo!
Bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I got to watch that 9-year-old. The 9-year-old
Screwball.
reenacting.
Yeah,
it's great.
That
It's
might-
pretty funny.
That might. I think because it's very self-aware of
Yeah.
how much they typically.
That gentleman's
typically
name
run
was Billy
documentaries.
Corbin.
Alrighty. Good to know. Oh, it was Billy Corbin.
That's
You're right.
exactly what I said.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was just confirming it.
Smashing Pumpkins guy.
Yeah.
Very diverse.
Yep, but it's not But I always look at it. I'm like, hey, is Smashing Pumpkin dude making documentaries now?
Yeah.
He's not.
Oh, different guy. Different guy.
guy.
All right. Let's see some comments.
All right. Nope.
It's time for listener
All right. This one had a lot of. Oh, first off, I should announce for all the new listeners. We read Facebook group comments, and if
People hate them.
people, a guy hates them.
One person hates them and Chris
but-
overcompensates.
Hey, look, I think it worked.
It worked.
I think it worked. And these are all from our Facebook group. And I suggest everybody within the sound of my voice, please join the Facebook group. Even if you don't have a Facebook, people have been creating just Facebooks just to join the group because it's cool. It's legit. Everyone's nice there. I like it. It's my favorite place on the internet. And all you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. answer a few questions. We might let you in. And it's free, too. So if you think it actually costs money,
It
it's
couldn't
free.
be easier.
It really could not.
We pretty
be
much do let you
easier.
in if you make a decent attempt at answering the question.
Yeah, just basically
Claws are master.
tell us you're not a bot.
Yeah, we're trying to keep out bots and people who want to start fights over nonsense.
Yeah, that's it.
We're just having fun.
Just show you're a neutral human being that enjoys the weirdness that this show is. All right, so Mike J. Nilsson left a comment, and a lot of people chimed in, which is really nice. Just shows how great our community is. But I want us to get your guys' thoughts. So he writes, opinions needed. I currently work 15 minutes from home for FedEx Ground, which is contracted. So really I work for a guy that owns a few zip codes of routes. I've recently interviewed at Cintas. Is that right, Cintas?
Yep.
The Cintas job is about 40 minutes away from home, 40-minute drive, 4 days a week, no weekends. I get $2 an hour more. Plus, once I get my own route, I get commissions and bonuses. I'm sure my current boss would offer me more money, possibly promotion, if I quit. But I feel like Cintas would be more stable. There will be less home time on work days, but 3 days a week off. What should he do? What do you like? Because it's definitely 15 minutes to 40 minutes, but you only work
New
4
job.
days a week. Do good new job. Change it. Change
Do it.
shit up. Keep them guessing. Go.
Yep.
Move.
Yeah,
Out.
I'll say
do
this.
Do not let the guy come at you with a counter offer, but you're gone, dude.
Well,
you're
here,
gone.
I have an alternative idea. Quit, move to a new state, and it'll all work out.
Yep. Happens for everybody.
Too much? Sorry,
Mike,
I got Chris a little bit there.
I-
My
I
bad.
take the
That
job
choked around
at the
my coffee.
company that you might get a retirement from.
I will say this, and I'm a terrible example, so practice what I preach, not what I practice. And I'll use this.
That's some Catholic shit.
And a
right
40
there.
minute commute is not that fucking bad.
It's not
No,
that bad. 4
it's
minutes, not
not.
that bad. But I'll tell you this: I have a friend.
You could listen to our show and our Patreon show.
Right, and you're probably
that's-
and it's
that's-
probably 40 minutes driving
Now
and not
you're
40
talking.
minutes sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. Take the new job. Use the $2 an hour more to subscribe to the Patreon, so you have something to listen to on the way home. Boom.
Boom,
Done.
there it is. I will say this. I have a friend who he worked at a bank, and he constantly would switch jobs and upping his price. And he makes a F ton of money now, like a very good amount of money, and it's all just from moving around a ton and just raising the price and just getting new offers and just seeing if they'd meet it, and he finally is doing really well for himself, and it's kind of interesting. So I mean, yeah, you could stay at a job for forever, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, but there definitely, if there are other options, I don't know, it's just kind of interesting to take it and just see. I mean, isn't there like a mathematical equation or something or statistical equation where it's like if you're given another option, you should always take it, and just because the chances are that's what you're.
You're describing the Jim Carrey movie Yes Man.
Yeah, yes, man, yes.
Going
Okay, I thought this was scientific and shit. I was like, I want to know about this. Tell me more.
No, there's
but
like
no, this is.
No,
documentary.
I know. I
Jim
think you're
Carrey.
right.
Sorry.
Or if it's the if behind door number 1, 2, or 3, you pick door number 1, but I'll give you option picking door number 2. You should always take that option.
Sure, yeah.
Or I don't know how it works, but there's something.
I don't know, man. I've watched The Price is Right, dude, and a lot of people take what's behind curtain number 2, and they lose because it's a donkey.
Really?
So,
They're giving out donkeys on
Yeah.
that show. I haven't watched in a while.
well, they'll have a donkey there. They've actually had donkeys in sombreros with ponchos over their shoulders.
In what
and it
year?
means
Yeah.
it means you won shit.
On Channel Dose.
You just lost it all.
Are these vintage
You don't
episodes?
actually get the donkey. But yeah, no, they do that.
Wow.
Mike,
I'm sure.
Mike,
in
I'm
the
sorry
past
for
5
the.
years.
Yeah,
I'm sure in the
they
past 5 years they've
backed
stopped
off.
doing the donkey.
Yeah. I've just never caught that. That's funny.
But yeah, take the job.
All right, Mike J.
Take the
Nielsen.
job,
Hopefully
go.
that helps. I say take the job.
Take it.
Take the job, bro.
Take
Also-
the job, go to a donkey show. That's what.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
where.
from
That's
all of
pretty
that.
much.
Well,
yeah.
plus he sort of suggested that he works for like one dude, more or less.
Yeah, seems to
And
me, and it's a contractor
And
for
Cintas,
FedEx.
Cintas is a
yeah.
huge company, so
Yeah.
theoretically you have a lot of growth opportunity as well. If the question is about the commute versus the extra day off, keep the extra day off, and you get over the commute. It's not
Well,
that
here's-
big a
It's
deal.
Yeah.
not that big of a deal.
And Here's another thing that I learned by doing an audiobook called Personal Organization for Degenerates. And the dude said, put a price tag on your hour. What is your hour worth? How much money can you make in your hour? And then you think about all the things that it might take you an hour to do that you could pay someone much less than what your hour is. And then you can take your hour and go make money, your dollar amount. I would apply the same thing to that 25 minutes, 50 minutes a day, back and forth that you're losing. And does it add up to, is this money worth it? Am I essentially getting paid to drive to work with this raise?
Yeah. So
And I think the answer is yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Plus that extra day. I mean, weekend getaways.
We can
And
get
no,
away
yeah, is
time
it-
with
yeah.
the kids,
Time with the
and also
kids.
just figure out a way to make that 50 minutes Dawson
Yeah.
is talking about productive. Whether it's listening to audiobooks, whether
Yeah.
it's scheduling phone calls.
Exactly.
Like, everyone
Time
has
in the car, dude.
Bro, I do.
You get
I do
so
one-
much shit done.
I do 1,000% of my phone calls in the car. I listen to a lot of long form podcasts in the car that I would not have time to listen to otherwise. Like, you can make that time useful and,
Yeah.
and profitable if you're smart about it.
One more thing, too. If you have the choice, if there's no weekends and it's 4 days a week, work Tuesday through Friday. Take that
Interesting.
Monday off.
Take that Monday off.
Because Friday, when you get off work, everybody's itching to get out on Fridays. You know, when you get out, you still got your Friday night weekend. So you can still technically get somewhere, do something.
yeah.
The advice also
And then
would,
that Monday drive home
This
is
is-
like the easiest drive in the world.
this is dependent on your lifestyle though. If you have a kid, I would make a very different argument.
Sure, but if you have a boat, I do my thing.
I would give a different argument as well. And if you have a kid and a boat,
Do you have,
I'll blow your
and
mind.
then that complicates it a little bit.
That's Sophie's
it
choice
just
right there.
Adds up.
yeah.
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 I'd like to
Yeah,
know.
you gotta wear
I'd like to
life
know
vests.
more, Mike J. Nilsson. Do you have a kid,
And or
or do you have a boat, or do you have both?
both.
And if you have a dog, you're gonna fuck this whole thing up. You're gonna break Hundley's AI.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I gotta know more.
I think so much about like, what if we had 8-day weeks? We just had one extra day. How
bet you
incredible?
do.
How incredible would life be? Just give me one more day. Give me an
It would
8-day
just
week.
be a fucking 6-day work week, though.
me-
You know that, right?
give me a
It wouldn't be
foffer
Here's
day.
an 8-day for you to enjoy.
Yeah. I just,
How do all these Nordic countries do it?
dude. When I went, I don't know if you guys heard. I went to Italy, and when I would talk to Europeans, and yeah, they get so much time off, and they're happier. They're just more. I don't know. It's just it's interesting. Just like to the Americans. Oh, your holidays are only this long, or you only get this much PTO.
I don't know. I feel like almost everyone around here has been taking time off lately.
Oh, Gary. Hey, Gary.
By the way,
You all
I'll
right,
be
bro?
gone
You
next
wanna talk?
Monday.
Tired, bro.
All
Tired.
right.
I'm gone next Friday and Monday, 15th and the 18th.
Yeah, I see. There you go.
Where are you going?
Playing 4 shows now in the Ozarks. Yeah,
Dang. Congratulations.
Say hi to Bateman.
I will. He's always there, killing people and shit, and doing some shady
Some money laundering.
financial dealings.
Just
Sure.
finished up that show like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Finally got to the end.
yeah. It was.
I still got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Well, here's how it ends.
Son of a
Oh.
bitch.
Mike also dropped this bomb on us. The golden Oreo is better than the classic Oreo.
You're an idiot.
Discuss. Yeah, dummy.
If
You know what?
put
Stick
that-
with
if
your
you
old
put that
job.
in your job application, I would be like, nope, not hiring this dude.
Yeah. Oh,
That was the
God.
worst take of all time.
Yeah, do not let them know you think that.
Jesus,
Do not let
dude.
either job know you think that.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Oh my
The,
God.
the problem is that it's not an Oreo. What makes an Oreo, I believe, is the chocolate cookies that are surrounding the cream in the middle.
Yeah.
If you're going to change the cookies, you're changing the cookie.
right.
That's the DNA
Thank
of the
you.
Oreo. No,
Thank
really, because if I made ice cream and I put Oreo cookie crumbles in it, I could say there's Oreos in it.
I mean, Mike, you could put that you were one of El Chapo's sicarios on your job application as like previous employment. And then it would say that golden Oreos are better than nope. I was willing to take so much.
Yeah.
But this is
If
Out.
if someone offered me an Oreo and then I said yes and they handed me a golden Oreo, I would slap them.
Really, like the tortilla challenge that's going around right now.
Yeah, I would. But it wouldn't be funny.
Maybe we should do that. Should we do the tortilla challenge?
That just seems like a waste of tortillas. Matt would be down because he loves wasting
I
tortillas.
don't see
You wanna
why
know
you
what a
can't
waste
eat
of
the
tortillas
I don't see why you
was.
can't eat the tortilla at the end.
I was just touching a lot of cheek. A lot of glands. All right.
Matt,
I told you guys about
Yeah,
that.
for a guy who just
parade
fucking
in,
paraded in Italy eating tripe sandwiches,
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
mad because a cheek touches a tortilla, but you're going to eat a cheek?
You think nothing at Fried World has
Yeah,
touched
you,
your cheek?
you eat the cheek.
Yeah.
I got news for you, hombre.
Guys just
those,
dip.
those buff ass fucking seagulls didn't get that way from not eating stuff that has just touched cheek.
All right. Okay, as long as we can eat the tortillas after, I'll do the tortilla challenge with you
Okay.
guys. All right. There you go.
That's good. I told you
Case-
guys about the Doodah parade in Pasadena, which we were gonna be a part of until I decided to move. So that's not happening anymore.
No.
But they used to do this thing along the parade route where everybody threw marshmallows at the people in the parade, and then the marshmallows got dried and melty and would fuck up the street. And so a few years ago they changed it. You're not allowed to throw marshmallows. However, throwing tortillas is highly encouraged. And so you go to this parade and everybody shows up. I mean, it's a horrific waste of tortillas. So I don't know what you're applauding here.
Yeah.
But they'll have a huge stack of like 50
See, I can watch
corn
this.
tortillas. And you are literally trying to like
Yeah, you're
peg
trying to hit-
the
yeah, you're trying to-
paraders like
trying to
in
take
the
people out.
face. Yeah,
Dude, we used to
or
do it
a
at
lot of them,
basketball
like,
games.
drive cars and you throw it into their car. You try to get it into
Basketball
the
games.
window.
At
of the
At the
car.
Dangerous.
Thunderdome. At the Thunderdome at UCSB.
Not at the
Anytime-
players, though, right?
All over the floor. Fucking, that was the tradition, and they've since stopped it, and that's stupid.
The tradition was
But-
tear the other team's ACLs?
No. Okay, as soon as the Gauchos score their first basket of the game,
Uh-huh.
the entire crowd pulls out all of their tortillas, and then everyone just fucking starts frisbeeing tortillas onto the basketball court. The whole game shuts down. A guy comes out and sweeps it out. The coach for the Gauchos gets called with a technical foul. The other team goes up, shoots 2 free throws. The game restarts.
And it's
That is how University of California at Santa Barbara basketball works. That's what happens.
oh my god.
And it was the greatest thing in the world.
Oh my
That's
god. What a
amazing.
waste.
And they can't check everybody. They tried to start checking people for tortillas. You can't check people for tortillas. We wear
Like
hoodies.
there's some
How do you find tortillas?
some chihuahuas that could
I mean, it really is the perfect crime because there is no metal detector that is going to
Yes,
also be a
exactly.
tortilla
Crime.
detector.
But it's just chaos, and it is the definition of controlled chaos.
Mr. Cuban, we're back. We we have a tortilla detector. People have been sneaking tortillas into events for far too long. This will prevent that.
Yeah.
It doesn't detect metal though.
And when it does detect the tortilla, it recycles the tortilla. It turns it into
a
a
burrito.
quesadilla
Oh.
or a burrito with which to feed the
Yeah.
security staff.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
the
So
floor
you make your
just
money
get covered.
back with
Yeah.
the investment.
The whole game would stop.
That's
It was just
amazing.
the greatest. One of the. Oh man, I loved college. Just for that reason.
Yeah.
Go Gauchos.
Now I'm hungry.
But they've stopped it because, for all reasons, it only ceased to be a thing because eventually the head coach got tired of taking the technical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the
what
only
do you
fucking
guys
reason.
think?
And it's like,
Johnson.
look, dude, take the technical.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just take it. It's tradition.
but
You
if he
start
gets
at
a
zero.
second one because he's fired up about something legitimate, then he's kicked out of the game, and that's probably an issue.
Never thought of that.
I'm just thinking this is another
Makes
opportunity to incorporate this into our live show. Maybe we bring back the tradition of throwing tortillas and when we
Please.
perform live.
I love how Matt and
People
Austin is this.
Yeah, the only person who's going to be doing the show remotely is like, let's have people throw tortillas at the host. Fucking cocksmear, get out of here.
Let's do another comment here.
I think the barking is enough. We got
Yeah.
the barking.
I like
that's
the
pretty
barking.
unique.
You found the claw's only weakness.
I don't know. We
Sub-zero
wanna make that
temperatures!
Lake Arrowhead show better. Let's go do Lake Arrowhead again, but this time with tortillas.
I don't know if there's really making it any better. It was pretty fantastic.
What
It
if
was
we
pretty
did it with the
fantastic.
whole audience?
Well, we're always
blindfolded?
trying to improve on the best. We're never
We should.
satisfied.
We should,
Always
yeah.
driven.
That is right.
The Bird Box Challenge, where the audience is blindfolded, we're not, and they're trying to eat dinner.
Yeah, and we listen to them.
And they're using a fork and a knife blindfolded.
And then, as an added perk, they get invited to breakfast the next day, and then confronted with a $45 bill.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody going to the buddy like, "Hey, you thought that White Stripes concert we went to a few years ago was weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me take it somewhere.
Let me tell you about the
They're
bullshit.
actually-
a little more
Let me
bizarre.
tell you about the bullshit I went to in Lake Arrowhead last night.
There is a tour, like a food dinner experience that is touring the country currently, where they will serve you a multi-course meal completely in the dark.
Yeah.
You cannot see what you're eating, and it's apparently a sensory experience for the ages.
That's
what do you think about that,
a
Gary?
That's an experience for assholes, Matt. And the fact that you know that it exists means you have investigated if and when it may be coming to Austin.
No,
and I
no,
believe,
no.
I
It
believe,
just popped up.
no,
I would
bullshit
try it.
popped up.
Yeah.
I believe,
Nope,
Matt,
popped
that
up.
you would be willing to drive as many as. You'd be willing to drive as far away as that board game place is if it came within that range of your home. Is that true or false?
I mean, it's false because I'm not planning on going to it.
I'd like to go to that. I'm gonna look it up.
Are you?
Yeah,
Look it up.
I would
I'm sure
like that
it's in
experience.
LA too. It's like it's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm
Not everywhere, but it's like touring the country.
Color me intrigued. All right, Casey Peters.
Color me bad.
Right. There are two types
Color
of
me
people.
mine.
Ooh,
There-
nice.
There are two types of people in this world. Those
This
who,
poll is insane. This poll is fucking insane.
well, let's read it for our audience here. There are two types of people in this world: those who dry their feet prior to stepping out of the shower, and those who don't. Which are you? And it's about a 80-20. 20%.
80-20 for why the fuck
There are
would you dry your feet?
20% of our
20%
audience
will
that are
dry their feet
smoking crack.
prior to stepping on the shower mat.
You know what? I think I'm going to say that those 20%, 19.9% are girls. So like 99% of that 20% are girls. And
You hear that, fellas?
And-
Josh is calling you a girl.
they're using two towels.
Okay. That's,
Because there's no way that a girl is going to get out of the shower, but before she gets out of the shower, she's going to take the towel that she uses to dry her, or she gets dry in the shower. I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
But there's no way she's going to dry her feet first. I didn't do that math. So
Yeah.
maybe that makes sense. All right, go on. 20% of you are still all girls.
yeah. Are we all?
Respect all women. We
Of
love
course.
you,
Are we all on
regardless
team?
of your gender?
We dry our feet after we step out.
Love your gender.
I'm on team. It's impossible to get out of the shower with your feet completely dry. Now, as
You're standing on a wet surface.
correct. Now, as I previously discussed on the Allison Rosen days, going back to before this was even Watercooler, and the early days of Watercooler as well, I am a huge proponent and have been for years of the hand squeegee at the end of the shower. I have found that with a lot lot on
That's
your
when
body.
Gary jerks off.
No, it's not.
He
That's
thinks
called
it's-
cracking one
Hand
out.
squeegee.
That's called cracking one out.
squeegee.
You idiots.
Yes. Yeah, I usually hand squeegee in the shower, not like after.
I'm
Like,
doing it in the
all right,
shower.
I'm clean. I'm gonna hand squeegee now.
I'm still in there, baby. This is shortly after I poo everywhere.
All right, wait, Gary, where do you hand squeegee?
Anywhere I'm wet.
Hand squeegees all over his.
I hand squeegee
You know
anywhere
that-
I'm wet, baby.
You know that shower spray that you can use after the shower?
Oh,
that's what Gary does.
I got two squeegees for that.
You don't want to know what he does with the loofah.
Oof, loofah.
Loofah, oofa.
Loofah.
Sorry, Gary. Continue.
Ooh.
You hand squeegee.
I found that it's easier and faster to dry off if you just like kind of push the water off of your body at the end of the shower.
Sure.
Like you have, especially for
you're
dudes that are
hairy, yeah.
hairy.
Yeah.
Allison Rosen used to report that this did nothing for her and she didn't understand, but I can just like wipe my hands down my chest and I will be a lot drier when I get out of the shower and grab that towel.
Yeah, I don't have to
And
do
is
that.
that
But I'm
because
not
you
scary.
just don't want the towel to have to work so hard?
It's because
Like, I feel like the towel is still going to do its job.
I will if. No, Matt, I'm extremely hairy, probably more hairy than you, and I will soak an entire towel if I don't use this method.
What I do is I get out of the shower and then I have people throw tortillas at me.
Yeah.
And I find that soaks up most of the dampness.
Where are you finding these people? Home Depot?
Craigslist.
Yeah, no, it's, I hire 'em.
Craigslist free?
There's a lot. Let me just tell you, Megan's Law can be a good thing.
That's like the third child molestery joke you've made in 2 episodes. I don't
Here
like
you
it.
go.
Last episode, my wife texted me and goes, "Does Dawson know Jared went to jail for raping
Yes,
kids?"
100%. I know.
I'm just saying, we're getting real heavy on the child touchy jokes.
I am unafraid.
Speaking,
I'm a father. I don't like it.
Okay, but it's not like I'm touching kids. I'm making jokes,
speaking of loofahs.
and you guys are all laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of loofahs,
Speaking of,
Matt brought up the loofah. I use a loofah.
sure. So do I.
Yeah, and it really needs a new PR. It's like Jen's going, "Hey, what do you need? Oh, can you grab a new loofah? Or I need to buy a loofah." It sounds
When
like
you say loofah, though, are you talking the one that looks like a hoagie roll?
no, I'm talking
Just one of the fucking spongy things.
See, loofah's got range
With
because
ball.
isn't the
like
thing
The
that-
original loofah is a hoagie.
Loofah's got range.
Well, there's the hoagie, but then have you seen the one that chicks use for their feet that's like on a stick where it's like it has a handle and then it's just like basically sandpaper?
Yeah. That's called a loofah toe stick.
Yeah, I've seen that.
A loofah toe stick?
A loofah
Loofah
toe
toe
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen. Yeah, I'm talking about. It's just like a ball.
Yeah, it's just a ball that you
It's
put
a
some
ball.
body wash
You
on.
put you put some soap, some body wash on there, and you scrub away.
That's what Fat Jared
It's
had to
scratchy.
use.
It's kind of scratchy, the loofah.
I tried,
He had to
Joe.
use it to clean his balls.
Now he's leaning in.
He couldn't get in.
Yeah, look what you did.
In there.
But I'm also on team. I dry myself before I even step out.
Really?
Yeah, I'll take the
Do you
towel.
have the towel in the shower for the time you're showering?
Are you drying yourself in the shower?
I do dry myself in the shower.
Okay, well, there you go. Then that's
Why?
the only way that makes sense.
Because I'm dripping. I don't want to step out dripping.
Okay, but
Don't you have a
how
bath
big's your?
mat?
Oh, I forgot. Never mind.
But
See, I'm just like it's too confined a space in my shower for me to
Oh.
dry off. I'm gonna get the towel wet by touching the walls of the shower.
oh yeah, I don't have that problem. And
See, but I would also dry off in the shower, but I would not dry my feet.
yeah, I wouldn't dry my feet, but
Drying.
because stepping out onto the mat will kind of dry your feet too. But
Yeah.
I dry myself in the shower also because of my hair. It'll drip for days. Like it won't stop.
Yeah, I don't
so
know
I
about
It's
gotta,
luxurious, though.
Thank you.
You know,
Maybe
you
that's
should,
the
you
secret.
should you should be walking around going, "Don't hate me because I'm beautiful."
Yeah. So my this is what I do. I have I just have the shower. It's not a tub. It's like the sliding door shower
What do you use?
I take
Pert
my-
Plus?
on my hair.
Yeah.
I use Head and Shoulders.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I
You should try the Pert Plus.
I'll try it. And I take my towel and I roll it up into a ball and I put it on top of the closed toilet lid. And then after my shower, I open the thing, grab the towel, dry myself off.
Do you close the thing, or are we drying with the door open?
It goes either way, but I have to squeegee the door, so eventually it has to close again.
Yeah.
Oh, another squeegeer.
It's a married thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I squeegee the door.
That's what they call self-service.
Yeah.
You got to squeegee the shower.
Yeah,
door.
I have a tool for my squeegeeing.
Right.
All right, let's do one more here. This is getting
Awesome. It's probably the best show ever.
It really is.
Kaylin, where are you,
Sorry,
dude?
Kaylin. Jake Zerby.
Yay.
He says about that Jurassic World viewing that Gary and I saw.
Yeah.
He wants to know, what was the seating arrangement? What's a protocol for theater seating when you're with a bro?
The protocol.
What's the protocol?
Yeah. He missed a good one there.
Yeah, he really did. That's great. I'm upset that I didn't come up with that, or I didn't see that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the protocol?
Well-
I could sit next to somebody. I don't care.
The protocol was that we sat next to each other. I mean, these are the big, reclining chairs where you basically have like a 6-inch armrest in between. So it's not like you're sitting on top of each other. If it was an old school theater from the 90s with those little
Right.
rickety chairs and you're in a big empty theater, you might put one in between. But in the recliners, no, you sit next to them. And then the protocol was that as we were walking to the car, I pulled it up and got Chris's opinion on which seats we should pick, where in the theater we wanted to be. First level up on that stadium.
Yeah.
Right there in the middle.
Very nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I would like to
Because I
comment
feel
on this.
like-
Go ahead.
Now in this era of selecting your seat in advance, a lot of those systems don't let you put an empty seat between you. If you're buying just 2 tickets, they have to be next to each
Oh,
other.
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't either.
But I've not done that either. So.
Well, I have a comment on this because I have the exact other experience in regular theater seating. On Saturday, I went to see Doug Laux's movie that's a finalist for the Pasadena International Film Festival. And
Where'd you see it?
at the Lemley in Pasadena is where the film
Nice.
festival was. And we roll in there. Oh my God, it was the funniest thing. They were doing a short before Doug's film, right? So there's gonna be a 20-minute short and then Doug's film.
Okay.
And as we walk in, the girl who was the star of the short was holding a camera, pretending to talk, holding a microphone, pretending to talk, and having people take pictures of her as if she's being interviewed at the screening of her movie.
Oh.
And then she left, and her whole crew left before their movie started. And it was just me, Doug, and this guy named Larry Harnish. And we all sat next to each other, Doug in the middle. We were the only 3 dudes in the entire theater. We watched Doug's movie. It was awesome, but we didn't have recliners. And I think the seat between bro thing that you might think
The protocol.
happens, there is no protocol when it's the protocol is if it's one of your bros movies.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you protocol. If you put an empty chair in between your bros, you're not bros. All right.
Right.
That's protocol.
We had the entire goddamn theater, and the 3 of us sat in 3 adjacent seats.
Yeah.
I will say the protocol.
And the movie is fucking awesome.
The protocol is basically you try to get in the center and you sort of choose which row you're in based on trying to get empty seats on either end of the group.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to all sit next to each other, but if you've got 3 dudes or 4 dudes,
Right.
you're looking for a 6-seat section
Exactly.
that you can go right in the middle of, and then you pray no
And if
losers are
there's
coming
a
alone.
4-seat section, it's bad protocol to lead into that area.
Right.
You want the 6-seat.
Correct.
Yeah,
let me
for
get
sure.
let me get your thoughts on this, and this is kind of similar. I went to Italy, not that long ago, and I
I
had to
feel like
book.
I'm getting deja vu. Have you mentioned this before?
No, I don't think so.
Deja vu.
How many dogs do you have?
Io due cane.
Grazie.
Grazie.
Andiamo. And I'm booking the flights, and it's 2 flights there, 2 flights back, and I'm looking. The flights aren't full yet, and I'm booking not that long before, right? And of course, what you want is your own aisle.
For sure.
Your own row.
Your own- I mean, excuse me, yeah, your own-
for
yeah,
sure.
your own
That's
row.
what you want.
And so like some of the flights, there are 3-seat sections. So
Now you're playing with
Now-
fire, my friend.
the
Yeah,
flight's
but
not
what sucks
technically
is when you
full.
get Giancarlo.
Yeah, see, but here's
right
the thing, Matt.
in between
Yeah.
you and Giancarlo's Mamma Mia just died.
Yeah, how have you guys ever done this? Or
Basta.
you ever think about playing with this fire where you're going to reserve seats and you're thinking,
Yeah.
I'll reserve both ends and leave the middle open because nobody's going to pick this middle seat.
I'm going to tell you what you do.
You can do it,
And
but
you
you,
should-
do it with the
you should know this.
understanding that you're going to, if somebody does book that seat,
They get the aisle.
you're going to give them one of the aisles.
Yeah. And then you have to sit in between them and your lady.
No, you make your lady sit in the middle.
yeah.
That was an anti-Gary talk.
Prove-
That was an
Yeah.
anti-Gary talks right there.
You're gonna get a talking to when you
I
get
know.
home.
Now I know that Joya listens. Oh my gosh.
Chris, what do you think about this idea?
If Fat
You get the
Jared
two.
sat between you guys,
She turned it off.
Yeah, she's done.
She turned it off.
Well, I want to hear
3
Matt.
jokes ago.
Matt, pitch me this idea because I need to know what I should be doing here.
You get the 2 aisle seats.
That's
You
what
ever
we
done that before?
The 2 aisle. Why do I want that?
so you can hold
That's
hands
right.
across the aisle and
Yeah.
block the
Oh.
drink tray.
You can hold hands across the
Yeah.
aisle, and people can.
That
jump
doesn't
over-
work, Matt.
Yeah,
over your
that
arms.
doesn't
and,
work.
and we play
Doesn't
footsie
work.
and we'll trip everybody.
I've done
I would
that.
like to see a
I'm
poll
just saying, you
because
both-
I
you
think
both
I
get a little
think
bit of
my
space.
I've done aisles across before. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
it's good when it's
I
your
like it.
buddy, but if it's your wife or your lady, no,
Works. It's great.
Yeah.
Prob-
You know what?
I'm sure it
no,
works
you
just
gotta
fine.
you
know
know
what-
middle seat and window seat.
You know what I did when we?
Then someone's got the middle seat. Who wants to sit in the middle seat? Now we both get.
I don't
deluxe
mind
seats.
sitting in the middle seat if there's like a pretty girl.
Well, sure.
Sleeping
I
on
don't
me.
mind a fucking blowjob with my feet in
know?
the sand of the Bahamas. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the armrest goes up.
I'm saying,
You
how
got
do
a
you
big
guarantee
seat.
that when you're
Yeah.
You're
booking
sharing
the seat?
with a
Yeah.
smaller girl. You can totally stretch your legs out, dude. That middle seat becomes a fucking castle. That's a throne
Yeah.
when you put up that thing and you get to share the seat with the girl.
Dawson's about a hand.
You have to know this.
Telling this
You're
is-
like 3 times the size of Joya.
Correct.
And if you guys put that thing up, you get a lot more room.
I understand that. Sure. The the armrest.
Joya just turned it back on. She's like, shit, that Dawson, man, he's on to something.
Well, you know what I did?
He's on something.
Gary talks. I went since it was
You
the
don't like
honeymoon.
you don't like the added preposition? We're going to take out the 2. Thank you.
That's right.
Since this was the honeymoon.
Economy of words.
Yeah.
Right. Feel
I
ya.
since this was the honeymoon, I thought, oh, I should. This is a really great chance to connect with my new wife. This will be amazing. I thought.
The last time I have to try.
Right.
Wow.
Well, Joya turned it off.
Joya
Yeah.
just told me.
No rules now, baby.
just-
You got Joya to turn it off so I can do the fuck what I please. So last time you have to try.
Yeah, this is what I did. I got a headphone splitter with
Yeah,
independent volume controls.
Smart.
See, if you're on Apple,
Love it.
You can use 2 sets of AirPods. and
You
connect.
can?
Is a new thing in the last year.
Well, I don't want to use AirPods though, because I like using my in-ears.
Right.
I'm saying. Okay.
Because AirPods, sure, but
And the splitter's just a cable, man. You don't have to join a cult to use it.
the in-ears.
You're watching Yes Men though, not listening to like a fucking mastered recording of Wimbledon or some shit. What am
yeah,
I
but the
thinking of?
in-ears block.
Woodstock.
The in-ears block the.
Wimbledon, the
Remember
tennis
that
thing.
remember that great music
I would
festival,
just-
Wimbledon?
I'm sure someone fucking played music at the tennis thing before Dawson. Suck
Yeah.
a dick.
Yeah.
No, I believe there are concert grounds on that place.
I'm
But,
kidding.
yeah.
I'm kidding. That was clearly my mistake.
Yeah, the Denver listeners play Wimbledon
They
every
do.
year.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. Mostly watching tennis.
Play
Yeah.
Listening to tennis.
Wimbledon.
Yeah. I see it.
That's the tennis sounds.
Yeah, I understand. The show's gone off. But yeah, I got this.
It's been too long.
I brought
since
the
we
splitter,
podcasted.
and I said, "Hey, John, I got us a splitter, and with independent volume control, so we watch the same things on the plane, and we can enjoy the movie together."
She went nerd.
No, she should have, but she's actually very touched.
Yeah.
No, that's
That's very sweet.
yeah. I mean, fuck,
independent
man.
volume
It makes
control is maybe a
no.
little too much.
Just being able
It's
to pull
dial
out a headphone
pots.
splitter and go, hey, you want to watch a movie on an airplane to a girl makes me want to have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Everything else about it, I'm down. I'm out.
Okay.
Then screw it.
Middle seats and movies.
Yeah.
Middle seats and movies.
Yeah. That was the Denver
That's
listeners.
what
That was
Dawson
the
does.
Denver listeners' second release.
Yeah, great album.
That was when there was a sophomore album. It fell off quite a bit. I think they lost a lot of fans because they took a new direction and actually sang.
You know, there's a secret track after 6 if you let it play long enough.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that silence, right?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
It's a piano opening and closing.
yeah.
Headphone
That-
splitter.
headphone splitter is what I did. Now, the armrest. If you sit down in a plane and the armrest is up, and a stranger sits next to you, are you the first to put the armrest down, or do you wait for that stranger to do it?
That armrest goes down long before the stranger arrives.
Oh,
yeah.
You fucking
Oh yeah.
kidding me?
You're drawing lines,
If I know
baby.
that there's no chance I'm gonna know the person who's
Yeah.
about to sit next to me, that armrest is down the second I'm in the
All right,
seat.
let's say you sit down and it's not up yet, or it's not down yet.
Oh, I'll
And
throw it down.
You'll just
I'll
grab
throw it
it.
down immediately.
Yeah.
And then
I don't know
in
why I'm
throwing it
sensitive. My
down,
feelings
you
get
here's
hurt.
the thing, Chris.
I'm like, why'd
in
you do that?
throwing
I'm
it
cool.
down, you get to claim it. Hey, dude, obviously this guy's not using the
don't-
armrest.
I don't think you get to
Boom,
claim it. I think-
get the armrest. I'm the one who put it down. Guess whose arm is going there, motherfucker?
I always think middle seat gets armrests.
If he doesn't
Isn't that the
take
code?
If he doesn't take it and you put it down,
Yeah.
but you don't aggressively fight for it. If you know, it's like, hey, you make some concessions.
I just think
But
window.
you claimed you earned your pool pass right there. It's
Window
like, dude, I
seat-
put it down.
You get the left side, plus you get that little pocket between you and the wall. Aisle seat, you get a little more elbow room to your right, and middle seat should have both armrests.
Or fucking book your flights earlier, dickbag. You didn't choose this middle seat. You got relegated to it. Why? Because you didn't get off your ass and book a flight. I did.
Those are comments,
that
everybody.
Dawson's onto
Suck my
something here.
armrest.
The one who gets the latest to book the flight should not
Some
get the
guy's like-
armrest. I'm with Dawson on this.
Yeah.
That's your fault for booking the flight late. You have to have the middle seat, and you don't get the armrest.
Some poor
I'm sorry,
guy.
dude. If you were a fucking D on or a C on, if you're C68 on Southwest, you don't have my sympathy, dude.
I guess if
You know
your-
the routine.
I guess if your Nana dies last
right.
minute, go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ!
I could
This
just
guy's fucking mourning the loss of his
scrunch
fucking
stuff
Nana.
in the middle.
How did
All right,
this
I'm
get
willing-
through? Oh, I'm sorry.
willing to
Okay,
make an exception.
you're right.
He
You're right.
sits
That's right.
down,
That's right. No,
And he looks
I'm sorry.
upset when I
That's
when I
right.
have pushed him off the armrest, and he
I'm
says
just
Nana
joking.
died. Then I will retract my
Yeah,
elbow.
exactly, dude.
Yeah, if he has this shirt on that says R.I.P. Nana.
I'm
then
sorry,
you
you
guys will
were
come
so
a break.
distraught about your dead grandmother that
yeah.
you forgot to
If
put down the
If he's
armrest.
wearing the shirt, it won't even come up, Gary, if he's
Yeah.
got the shirt on. I mean, that's just,
Yeah.
the armrests are yours. You don't even need to ask. You're wearing the shirt, for Christ's sake.
OMW to Nana's R.I.P.
Jeez.
It should just have a gray and then say OMW. That's
Yeah.
all you really need.
I just assumed.
Universally applies. Anyone can wear that shirt.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, when people are in funeral processions, they have those signs on their cars.
Yeah, and they're
People should
flashing
just-
their lights.
Yeah, people should have that on their wardrobe
Yeah.
if they're on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would help.
I mean, it would clarify.
Yeah, that's all we really want. Yeah. All right, well, those are our comments, everybody. Thanks for writing.
Yay!
Yeah, good job.
It's probably our best show ever.
This-
Where's Kaylin?
The rails are way out there. We are very far off them. All right. Well, anyway, I think we could wrap it up
think
here.
we're good.
I think we're good. So let's go around and get our plugs, and I'll start here to my left. Matt's right. Gary Smith, what do you got?
Yeah, listen to and subscribe to Reasonable Doubt, and go subscribe to Adam's YouTube channel and the Reasonable Doubt YouTube channel, youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast. And of course, subscribe to our Patreon, patreon.com/Watercooler. We're doing the Mall of Money meetup and the Patreon episode tomorrow, so look forward to that if you are subscribed to that tier.
Video content, baby. Matt, so about you.
Follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier and check out our Patreon, just like Gary said. And our movie night. I don't know if we mentioned it, but we recently released another movie night.
Yeah.
And I think SLC Movie Junkie will be pleased to know we spent a lot of time talking about the movie. So,
And, and
check that out if you want to. One of the many perks.
Never bring a
Being
cheetah into the
subscriber.
beginning of the movie
also, don't miss the
unless
premiere.
you're gonna fuck the cheetah in the end.
Don't miss the premiere of Matt's new segment, The License Plate Lane.
Oh.
No comment.
Oh, Matt.
Aw, Matt.
All right, Dots, so about you.
I'm just confused at that one, but
You don't remember when Matt did a significant portion of the movie night talking about how different the Texas license plates are than the California ones?
no, because I'd never seen that movie before.
Oh, okay,
so
so
there
you
were
were
a lot
watching.
of times that I was actually watching the movie. So that's probably why that
I was
didn't make
just
sense.
busting,
you wanna-
I was just busting Matt's chops about it. all in good fun.
No, I made fun of Matt plenty of times during this movie night as well.
Okay.
So I recommend you watch it.
And I'm sure
I don't
before
remember
and after
that one.
the recording as well.
And
Yeah.
I feel like I really missed out by missing out on that one.
Look,
Yeah.
as long as the quota was hit,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's solid pod. All right, Doss,
right.
what's up with you?
Bunch of things. First of all, Friday night at South Bay Customs in El Segundo, where we've done a
Love it
bunch of
there.
things.
Yeah.
Some dude's got cancer, and so I said, okay, dude, I'm in. So I'm going to do 10 minutes of comedy with like 7 other comedy people.
So it's a fundraiser.
It's a
fundraiser.
It's a benefit,
a benefit.
and it should be fun. And Steve, I'm looking at you because you live in El Segundo, so bring your friends out. That's Friday night. Then next Wednesday, I was asked to come back to the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
So that's Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. And then the most important thing that all of you can do for me, and I'm looking at all of you, please.
Please, please.
We got booked at Hotel Cafe, the Smoke and Kills Hotel Cafe on Highland in Hollywood. One of the hardest places to get booked into, and you don't get booked into it again unless you bring people. So that is July 29th, and we need 25 people. It's so attainable.
Oh, that's
it's
easy.
so
You can do that.
attainable.
Yeah.
I'm just begging you, please be one of 25 on July 29th at Hotel Cafe. It's a Friday night show. Starts at 7:30, 8 o'clock. We'll probably take the stage. And you can get your tickets at thesmokeandkills.com. And also, I just put up the link for the vinyl. Vinyl's
Oh,
available now
nice.
at thesmokeandkills.com.
Right.
That's awesome, man.
$40,
Finally, am I
flat
right?
fee, delivery across the continental United States.
Love it. It's a hot looking record, if I do say so myself. As
Thanks
for
for
me,
letting me get all that out there.
of course, man. Look, we got to let the listeners know. As for me, my band Locks is playing July 29th in Glendale Free Show. Please come out. It's free. I mean, it's just
Chris, your band has so many more gigs than my band does. But let me ask you a question.
I think
How
you
much
get-
does
I
it
think
cost
that-
you?
it's
How much
fr-
does it cost you
not
when
only
your band plays?
Not only is it free, you get free beer if you go.
Really?
Exactly.
And
yeah. No,
I'm kidding.
I'm
I'm
telling you. I'm no, seriously, dude. I'm asking everybody to give me a $50 night. Yes, you're going to pay $8 to get in.
Yeah.
Get your tickets in advance for $8. They're going to charge more at the door. And then you don't have to buy any drinks.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah, nerd.
but you probably got to pay like $10 to park somewhere.
Yeah.
That part sucks.
That's
Okay.
LA.
No, it's a really cool area. You guys will love it.
It's all
Hotel Cafe.
You can see the Capitol Records
Go get
building.
make it a night. Go get dinner beforehand.
Yeah, July
enjoy
29th,
yourself.
Friday night.
Yeah, or
Maybe I
come
should
to
go
to
Glendale and
Musso
watch
and
my band
Frank's.
play for free, and you get.
May I suggest Dos Burritos if you are looking for food?
There's a place right across the street
Yes.
from Hotel Cafe that I've eaten at too, and it was really good. I forget the name, but it's like directly across the street.
Nice.
Delicious. All right. Yeah. As for, my band's also playing July 30th, so don't go to the 29th show. Go to Dawson's show. Come to see me in Huntington Beach at Perks July 30th.
Nice.
On
Fuck yeah.
Huntington Beach Main Street. All right, that will do it for Watercooler. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening and for sharing the show with a friend, subscribing to the Patreon. Once again, that's the only way to really, truly support the show because we don't have ads right now or anything like that. So subscribe to Patreon, and you get something out of it. You get extra content. So, and we have a blast doing the show. Please share it with a friend. Please share this nonsense with anybody you love, and because if you love it, maybe they'll love it too, and we'd really appreciate it.
Nonsense was my favorite ska band back in 1991.
Oh, they're great. Great horns.
Yeah.
All right, that will do it for Watercooler. We'll see you later this week for Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.